Hi, and thank you for joining me on this AZCIS video series. Today I'd like to talk to you about administrative rights in AZCIS. You as a teacher have the ability to go in and look up accounts, reset passwords, see what students have done. You can also group your students into classes if it makes it easier for you to find information. So to start this, we need to see what the administrative passwords are. So each school has an administrative password. So Casa Grande Union High School has a administrative username and a password, 2002. And then you have Vista Grande, which is Vista HSA. The key here is the A. And their password is HS2009. So notice they all have A's at the end. That's to let you know it's an administrative account. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over to AZCIS, and we're going to log in as an administrator for the school that we have students enrolled in. I'm going to use Casa Grande. So if I go to my azcis.intocareers.org and I type in Casa Grande, and I make sure I put the A on there, now I can put in the password of 2002 and hit enter. And you're going to notice when you get in here, the screen looks a little bit different. And that's okay, it should look a little bit different because right now you are an administrator. The administrative dashboard gives you some information, and it says currently we have 15 portfolios in Casa Grande for the this school year that have been created. We also have just different information. If you go down, you can see portfolio accounts total 3,000. And every few years I actually go in and purge accounts. You don't need to purge them, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. And then you're going to see, based on the modules, you'll see different reports and activities that have happened in those modules. So let's go ahead, and the first thing people want to know is how to reset a student's password. So if you go here to portfolios and groups, you just hover over it, and then you can find a student's individual portfolio. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to type in their last name. I can look for a whole bunch of different pieces of information, but I usually just use last name. So I'm going to put in BENN, and I'm going to hit enter. And here are two students that pop up. Now all I have to do for this student to reset their password is go to password reset, and I can give them a temporary password. This will allow them to log in, but as soon as they log in, they're going to have to create a new password. So it's kind of like when you get that email activation when you forget your password. You get this crazy password that you paste in, and then you create a new password. So that's what happens. You can do that, you can reset it, and it all works really well. Now the student can log in, create a new password. Another thing you can do with this student is you can view the student's information here. So I'm going to view it. And this helps me see what the student's done. Okay, so if, for example, here you can't click on it, that means that they did not do their career plan. It also means that they didn't do their course planner, okay, and they didn't save anything to favorites, but they did do the career cluster, interest profiler, reality check, and skills. So those are just some bits and pieces of information to help you when you're going to go and grade or put a letter grade in for all of these items. You could actually see, did this student, Miss Bennett, did she complete the skills importance locator, or the skills locator? I'm sorry, the skills assessment, excuse me. So if I choose that, I could actually view it from here, and it will just tell me that she did it. It's not going to give you super detailed. It'll just tell you when she did it and the timestamp on it. So it's just helpful for you to see without having to have students print or do all of those things. You can just kind of do a quick look to see what's been done. So that is how you go in and change a password. You can also group your students. So if you have a list of your students' names, you can create a new group, and then you can add students to that group. It just makes it easier for me when I'm grading to do that. So I'm going to show you one of my groups that I created, or a few of my groups that I created a few years ago. Group name, I'm going to select my group. So I had, for example, right here, period 4, fall 2015. And these are all the students in this group. And I can add accounts to this group after the fact. You don't have to worry about missing someone. And it just helps me quickly and easily just look at my students by last name and see what they've done to reset their passwords without having to search through the whole database. So that might be helpful for you. One other thing that happens on occasion is you'll have a student that will create 2 AZCIS portfolios. So if you run into one of those situations, you can actually go to portfolios and groups, and you could merge portfolios. So what you would have to do is you would have to find that student, and I'm thinking this probably Pilar here looks like a kid that might have 2. Notice how her username is really funny. It should be her actual student account number. So she might actually have 2 accounts, and I could go and find her accounts, and then I could choose the 2 accounts that I want to combine. And I would choose, again, 2 accounts. I would choose merge selected portfolios, and then it's going to ask me which portfolio to make the standard or the main portfolio. And it's pretty quick and easy. You just choose the main portfolio you want it to be. It'll take all of the work they did in portfolio 2 and combined it into portfolio 1. If you have a situation like that, reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. If you have any other questions about the AZCIS site administration area, again, please reach out to me at jleary@cguhsd.org, or give me a jingle, or connect to me via Skype. I'd be happy to talk to you. Take care. Thank you.